Hello everyone, here's my audience. Alright, for those of you that don't remember, my name is Jane Murphy, and this is my personal experience speech for my Fundamentals of Speech class. My speech today is going to be about my family vacation to Florida. Every year, my family and I would drive down to Florida to visit my grandparents. The drive would take about 20 hours, and we would always try to drive straight through to get there as fast as we could. Along the way, we would stop at our favorite places, Wawa and Cracker Barrel. So my grandparents live in a city called Inverness, which is about an hour west from Orlando, it's a nice area because it's not too far from all the places that we would go while we were down there, so that was nice. One of our favorite things to do down there is go out to eat with my grandparents. One of our favorite places to go that was right down the road from their house was called Stump Knockers. Stump Knockers is a really popular seafood restaurant that all the locals would go to. When we would go there, we would get gator nuggets, frog legs, snow crab legs, lobster, and it was always very delicious. The atmosphere in there was also very nice because it had a very homey vibe and was very comfortable. Everybody knew each other, and it was very nice. Another thing that we would do down there is go and swim at the community pool that was in their community that they lived in. The pool was awesome. It was huge in the ground with a diving board, a hot tub, and we would always have diving competitions off the diving board, play many pool games, swimming races, and we would just lay there and suntan most of the time too. Another thing that we would do when we were down there was go bike riding. Our favorite trail to go on was called the Rails to Trails that was right down the road from my parents' house. It used to be an old railroad station, so there was railroad tracks all along that we would ride along, and we would see all the swamps and bayous, and we could see the gators and everything right along the trails, which was really cool. Another thing that we would do down there was go and watch the fireworks every weekend. We would go to a local park and set up blankets and bring snacks, and they would set off fireworks about every Friday night, so that was really fun too. We would also go down to the beach when we were there. Our favorite beach to go to was Clearwater Beach. It was about 2 hours away from my grandparents, but it's kind of far, but it was definitely worth it. I think it's the best beach down there. It has nice, pretty white sand. The weather was always beautiful when we would go, always around 80 degrees and sunny, which was the best. The water was nice and calm and relaxing, and we always had a great time there. Another thing that we were very fortunate to do is be able to go to Universal Studios and Disney World. My family and I really enjoyed riding roller coasters. So we would go to Universal, they had the best ones. Our favorite ride was the Incredible Hulk roller coaster. It would go about 60 miles per hour and had so many twists and turns, and we would ride that probably at least 5 times while we were there. We also loved going to Disney World for their rides, and we would always enjoy the fireworks show that was at Magic Kingdom right by the castle. And another place that we would go to was Homosassa Springs, at a place called Weeki Wachee, where they had exhibits for manatees, sea lions, and they would always have a show where people would dress up as mermaids, and it was an underwater show, and they would swim alongside of the manatees and sea lions, and it was really cool. So I'm very fortunate to have been able to go down and see my grandparents every year for these vacations. My family and I made many great memories and had many great experiences. So thank you all for listening to my speech. Here's my audience again. Thank you.